welcome in here to Southeastern High School. Glad you folks are alongside for basketball action. If you recognize my voice, well, you recognize my voice. No, I'm kind of invading John Burton's space here tonight. You know, John's been leading you through the Southeastern games. I'm, of course, Greg Phelps. I come down to do the West Prairie stuff, and actually this was supposed to be a home game for West Prairie, but due to various reasons, it was moved down here to Southeastern. And, of course, the JV first. That's been kind of odd. Usually it's been the other way around. And there will be 4 6-minute quarters here tonight. And good evening, John. Seems like a long time since I've seen you.
Yeah, it's been a little while, Greg. I don't know the last time we did a game together. I know you've been doing stuff at West Prairie for the middle school regionals.
Yep, and we will have the middle school sectional coming up on Monday night. In fact, the regional championship at Unity going on tonight. I know Brown County is one of the schools in here. I am not sure who the other is. Well, and the lineup tonight for the West Prairie Cyclones, pretty easy because there's only 5 of them. It is Haley Hendricks, Taylor Phelps, Allie Bunnell, also Mason Shipman and Abby Starbuck. Tip is up and recovered by Central Southeastern. Next, I'm not sure. Wait, buzzer. There we go. They didn't have the quarters right. It is 6 minutes, not 8 minutes. It is Marley Long, a sophomore, Anna Peters, a sophomore, Claire Houston, a sophomore, Kaylee Bockold, a sophomore, and Sophie Turner, a freshman. Central Southeastern working it around. They'll work it over to Bockold. Then back up top, Bockold working, and a double dribble whistled. So it'll be West Prairie basketball. And Haley Hendricks with a decided size advantage tonight, John.
Yeah, the starting lineup for the Southeastern team, or Camp Point Southeastern team, I should say. A little bit vertically challenged. Hendricks should have the matchup advantage inside as we see a steal here.
And Bockold up, fouled by Shipman. The Cyclones going to have to be a little careful with the foul situation. They have no reinforcements. That'll put Bockold up to the free throw line where she will shoot a pair. First one, in and good. So the Panthers, the first on the board. I almost called them Suns. It is the Panthers on the board first. Second one up and on the way. It is good. Bockold makes a pair, 2-0, and the Lady Panthers will give it over to West Prairie. Mason Shipman up with it. Gets it down to Phelps. Phelps into Hendricks. Hendricks with a look over to Starbuck. Out to Shipman. Shipman toes the 3. No good. Hard off the backboard, and the rebound snapped up there. Flipped quickly up to Bockold from Houston. And double dribble. Whistled on CSE. And Shipman will bring it back. It is 2-0 in favor of the Panthers as they jump and double team there. Sophie Turner jumping out, and a steal by Central Southeastern. Houston works it up. Stops here, works in the corner, kick out to Bockold, brings it over on the other side. Shot on the way by Peters. No good. Rebound, though, in the hands of Houston. She'll put it up and in. And we're seeing here the Cyclones having a little trouble. It's kind of a, I don't know whether it's like a 1-2-2. You didn't exactly see it, or a 1-3-1 trap, and it's really bothering them out top, John.
Yeah, and that's what the Panthers need to do in this game. West Prairie playing with the numbers disadvantage, only 5 players. You got to make these girls get up and run and get them tired, and you play for the second half, basically.
Houston will bring it on the way. That is Claire Houston. She'll pull it up, fire it down all the way into the corner to Turner. Turner dribbling out of there. Nearly lost the handle on it. Gives it back over for Peters. Peters swinging it on the near side. Bockold down, kicks it out. Shot on the way. No good there by Turner. And the rebound to the Panthers. They'll bring it back. Houston looking to bounce it to the near side. And a little bit of traveling music required as Sophie Turner turns it over. And you could technically term that as a Turner over. As Shipman brings it up, works on the far side, trying to get herself, lobs it in, trying to lob it into Allie Bunnell. Bunnell trapped, threw it up off the back of the backboard, tipped out of bounds by Turner. Well, actually, they're going to say it was off of Bunnell. It'll be out of bounds over to CSE. And you can see both these teams kind of feeling each other out here so far, John.
Yeah, both teams just kind of working through the offense. We've seen the Panthers have some trouble with the traveling violations, double dribbles. Other than that, West Prairie's been having a tough time getting their shots, getting good looks at the rim. They're going to have to figure out and get something going on the offensive side of the ball.
Kick in the corner, Bachhold with a three, just a little bit short. And Allie Bunnell has the rebound. She's tied up immediately by Peters. And it'll go over to West Prairie. JoJo's Gaming Parlor offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash. Check out the TSSR Game Time live events on the big screens. JoJo's, 776 North Cole Street, Bushnell. And cheer our area teams on to victory. Bachhold up with it, puts it up and puts it in. Off the fast break. Brought up to her by Peters. So 6-0 lead here for Central Southeastern. Shipman lobs it up to Phelps. Phelps wheels. Deals just a little bit long. And one of the young men in the crowd got a surprise.
Yeah, always got to be paying attention in the crowd there. Pass from Phelps. I think she was trying to get it kicked over to the other side for Starbuck, but just a little bit high on that one.
Peters going to work it around here. Drives down the lane, bounce down, kick out in the corner. Houston on the way, no good. And Taylor Phelps getting out of there with it, and we're going to have a timeout called by West Prairie. We'll have wholesale substitutions, the line shift from the Panthers. In just a moment, we're going to stop off on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Dry needling is where you insert a filiform needle into a muscle, a tendon, a ligament, sometimes a bone, and it promotes blood flow and circulation so that it heals that particular painful area.
A hat brand built on two staples, comfort and style, specializing in snapback trucker-style caps. Check out the selection or consider customs to build your business at BarclayBillsCo.com. Don't let the hat rack fool you. There's always room for one more. BarclayBillsCo.com. Wishing good luck to all area athletes this season. I will attempt to get the lineups set for you. As Shipman brings it up, slows, turns, and brings it out. As they lob it down, Shipman able to recover it from Hendricks. And out to Shipman. And nice drive by Taylor Phelps, puts it up and gets a foul on the way here. She'll head up to the free throw line. As Taylor Phelps steps it up there. One of this freshman group for West Prairie. Free throw on the way. It is no good. As she'll set herself in here again. Second one up and on the way. It is no good. Rebound tipped around. Allie Bunnell, nice board there. Tried to put it up, has it swatted away. Taken off up the court is Gwen Houston. Houston puts it up and then fight for it in there. Coming out of there with it is Agnes Genenbacher. She'll toe up the three, no good. Rebound fought for, batted across half court, scooped up there by Carly Deerwester. And Deerwester brings it across the timeline now, bounces out. And we'll try to get all these players in here. That is Gwen Houston. Up top, they'll work it for Kenzie Griswold. Shot from the side, no good. Almost a Griswold from the corner. And on the drive, another foul. Mason Shipman got to be a little careful. I believe that's her second. Actually, it is Abby Starbuck that picks up the personal. Minute 50 left to go here, first quarter. Inbounds triggering in is number 30, Agnes Genenbacher. Out top to Deerwester. A bounce, three on the way, no good. And it bounces out to Shipman. Shipman's got a one-on-one with Deerwester, but nice job by Genenbacher, John, to catch up and take it away.
Yeah, Genenbacher tracked her all the way down the court, was able to sneak in from behind. Nobody called Wolf, and a turnover over to the Panthers.
Deerwester shot no good. Rebound corralled there by Ava Turner. And the pass stolen cross court. Shipman going to bring it out of there. Switches sides on Deerwester. And Genenbacher with a steal again. Into the lane here. And puts it up, puts it in, and good. It is 8-0 in favor of Central Southeastern as they bring it into Mason Shipman. And I think frustration's starting to creep in a little bit on Shipman as she's had it ripped away a couple of times here. Phelps, couple of dribbles. They bounce to Bunnell. Bunnell in the lane, lobs it up. Hendricks with a nice catch. Shoots it off glass. Close, and a rebound fought for. Taken out of there by Turner. Off to Genenbacher, and she'll look to get it up to Deerwester. Comes up the far side. And out top for Houston. Genenbacher 3 on the way. No good. Rebound. Got her own rebound. And John, I don't mean to say anything poor of our officiating crew, but they are definitely letting things go here tonight.
Yeah, officiating crew definitely letting the girls play a little bit, but Cyclones need to show a little bit more effort on the defensive end. Genenbacher had a few clean looks from beyond the three-point line. There in that last possession, wasn't able to capitalize, but definitely something the Cyclones are going to have to look out for.
Shipman shot a little bit short. Bounces up, hits the bottom of the backboard, so it is out of bounds. So it'll be over to Central Southeastern. Turner to Deerwester with 2.2 seconds left. She'll toe it and hit it at the buzzer. How about that? A kind of exciting end to quarter number 1, 13-0. The Panthers lead the Cyclones right here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today, and make your voice heard.
We've switched again. It is Houston out top to Deerwester. And I guess I should clarify, because both Houstons. It is Houston, 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 Houston. No, it's just 2. Taylor Phelps with the rebound out to, well, stolen by Deerwester. Fight for it out top. Turner and Shipman fighting for it. She'll dribble and has it picked away again. Now, a little bit of that's on Mason Shipman. She's got to be aware, but that's on your teammates, too. They have got to be yelling at you from behind, John, saying, hey, Wolf, 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 and letting her know that somebody's coming.
Yeah, that's the second time we've already seen that in this game. Just the Panthers players sneaking right up behind Shipman and taking the ball right away. Luckily for the Cyclones, that one ended up out of bounds.
Couple of shots on the way, rebound, and then pulling out of there with it is Claire Houston. Houston in the lane, up and good. In front of Papa Zach and Grandpa John. So Rachel here as well. Shipman up to the near side, brings it down to Phelps. Phelps turns, had Bunnell open a second there, lobs back out to Shipman. And traveled with it. Now she slides here, 15-0 the lead here for the Panthers in this second quarter of play. And that's going to bring Claire Houston back. Kick down to Deerwester. Deerwester on the far side as it poked away from Starbuck. Kicks it out top, and that is Gwen Houston popping the 3, no good. And Haley Hendricks nearly is tied up. Jump ball possession of the Cyclones. And that's one of those Haley's got to learn. You got to get that ball up above your head and pivot a little bit.
Yeah, especially when she has such a height advantage against all of these girls. Just keep it up. Don't bring it down low where everyone else can come and steal it away.
Shipman pulls up for the 3. That's going to be well short of the mark. And Bunnell tries to save it in bounds, cannot. I'll turn it back over to Central Southeastern. Coming in is Anna Peters. She replaces Deerwester. And I'll tell you what, I will say this, and please, no West Prairie fans give me hate mail, but Southeastern still has the best popcorn in the area, hands down. I got to admit that. I am a popcorn connoisseur. And shot on the way by Gwen Houston, no good. Actually, it was Gwen. I second-guessed myself. Shipman the rebound, dribbling in on Claire, and foul called. As Claire Houston practicing her father's old football techniques there. Abby Starbuck will trigger it inbounds here. Looking at her screen, bounce into Shipman. Shipman takes a dribble and then runs into about 2 or 3 people there in the area, loses it. And Claire Houston out there with it, dribbling up there, kicks out to Gwen. Shot on the way is no good. The rebound, though, right in there to shoot it up was Peters, hammered by Starbuck. And that'll put Peters up to the free throw line where she will shoot a pair. Now they'll set at the free throw line. Peters ready to shoot it up and on the way. And banks it in. John, you did know the bank is always open, right?
Yeah, it absolutely was on that free throw. It might be 6:15 on a Thursday afternoon, but here in Augusta, the bank is open.
It is. And Marley Long checking into the game. Rebound pulled down there, pulled away by Central Southeastern. And now they'll hand it off. Working out, there's Peters. Peters wheeling up top, kicks over to the near side. Down to the corner, it is Turner driving along. Kick out to Gwen. It is Claire Houston. Shot is no good, and we've got a jump ball tying it up. It'll be Central Southeastern basketball. They'll bring it in from underneath the near side of the free throw lane. 2-3 put on by West Prairie. They bring it out to Long. Long lobs it into the lane, trying to get it in there for Bachhold. Kicked down to the far side. Bachhold dribbling it down. Kicks out, 3 on the way. No good. A little hard off the back there. And Phelps pulls it out of there up to Shipman. And now Shipman brings it up to the near side, down to Phelps. Phelps a couple of dribbles, puts it up. Fouled. Yes! And it counts.
What a way for the Cyclones to get their first points of this game. First field goal of the game as well. Taylor Phelps, nice looking pull-up jump shot there. Gets the foul and the bucket.
And Phelps at the free throw line. Shot's no good. Hendricks the rebound. Puts it up, can't get it to go, and that time she'll go over the back on it. That's one of those you got to learn to spin when you're in there. A nice job. Got to give Long a lot of credit for the block out because she gives about 5-6 inches to Haley Hendricks. So the good block out work. And now bringing it up, it is Claire Houston to Bachhold. They kick it out on the outside. Shot no good, and a rebound fought for Hendricks with the personal as she hammers Bachhold. And they're going to say they are going to say shooting foul. At the free throw line, free throw is up and no good. A little hard off, a little wide, I guess that'd be wide left. Claire Houston will go out, as will Kenzie Griswold coming in, number 24. Sophie Turner, I'll catch the other one in just a moment. Shot up and on the way. Second free throw is good as Bachhold drops it in, and Abby Starbuck will trigger into Shipman. And still pressure applied out top there by Bachhold. Runs her down and steals it away. Trying to get in the lane. Goes up. Shot is no good, and a foul on Shipman. And a lot of that is frustration boiling over, John. You know they got to be frustrating, but you can't let it affect you on defense, as Grant Bland will take a timeout.
Yeah, absolutely. Frustration and part just being tired. Again, Cyclones only playing with 5 players here tonight. You got to think fatigue's starting to set in here as there's just 2:45 remaining in the second quarter. But again, you can't let that get to your head. You got to play through it and figure out a way to get your team back on track.
It is 17-2 right now in favor of the Panthers. And, of course, we'll have the varsity game coming up for you in just a little bit. This is the shortened game with just the 6-minute quarters, kind of like the junior high game. And speaking of that, we will have coming up on Monday night, we will have the junior high 8th grade sectional, West Prairie Cyclones, and taking on TBD, as we'll find out more tonight. What's on the schedule for tomorrow night, John?
As far as I know, the only streams that we're covering tomorrow night is going to be Macomb boys basketball. I think it's going to be Kenny Suter up there taking care of that game, and then Saturday, Sunday should be free for the weekend. Actually, I think we're doing some, I don't know if you call it Pro-Am games, Y-League games, rec games over across county lines on Sunday, so make sure you turn in for those. And then next week we got a packed schedule.
Yes, we do. As we wrap up the regular season for IHSA high school girls, we'll see if the West Prairie Cyclones can make a run at state once again. Free throw on the way, in and good. That one looked pretty from Bachholm. So makes it 18-2. Ready's the second one. It is up and on the way. No good. And the rebound pulled down there by Allie Bunnell. Off to Starbuck. Starbuck bounces out for Shipman and has it taken away down there by Peters. Peters under the basket trying to get it to Bachhold, and Bachhold tripped and fouled. And we'll see that it's the seventh team foul on West Prairie. And they'll shoot the 1-and-1. I don't know. I wondered with the 5 West Prairie players if they would give them 6 fouls like the NBA or something along that line to help about. Free throws no good, and Hendricks down with the board. I'm not traveled with it as she kind of took off early, and I'm not sure whether they realized it was a 1-and-1 when they caught it because Central Southeastern backed off.
Yeah, that's kind of what it seemed like there. The West Prairie players just not being very aware of the situation results in a turnover and ball back to the Panthers.
Turner with it out top now, bouncing down. She'll work it there for Peters. Peters going to wheel up top. Working the far side of the court now. And as it stolen away by Shipman. Shipman in the lane, lays it up, can't get it to go. And out of there was Genenbacher. She's going to come in a hurry up the far side. Out to come, works it over for Turner. Turner kicks it down for Bachel. Now they'll work it back over there for Turner. She'll work it out to Genenbacher. Up top for Peters. Peters bringing it, working it side to side, and they dribble it out of bounds right there on the sideline and turn it over. And I do want to mention, it's kind of fun being back here. Been a while. I have lived many, many moments in this gym, and always fun to kind of, I guess you could call it come home a little bit. Taylor Phelps with it, shoot shot, partially blocked. Now there with it comes Genenbacher, and she is in one heck of a hurry up the court. Looks to go to the middle, whips it around, and off the hands of Turner and out of bounds. But no, back to that point. Of course, I'm a Plymouth native, had a mom that worked in the school district for several years, a lot of childhood friends down here. So West Prairie is my home now, but nice to come home here and kind of be back at home. Like I said, I have lived so many awesome moments in this gym. Kind of fun to be back. Shipman up top with it now, launches the three, no good. The rebound in the corner, scooped up there by Kenzie Griswold. Up to Houston, now quickly up and a nice try of the pass. Hendricks with it over her head, lobs it out to Shipman. And that time I did hear Allie Bunnell yell, "Watch out, Mason." It's an exceptional job on her part.
Yeah, I heard it too, and I think maybe the headset situation, I probably heard it a little bit louder than you. I think yours are a little more noise canceling than the ones that I'm rocking with here tonight.
Are you saying I'm a little hard of hearing? You've talked to my wife, John. And Kenzie Grizzle with a shot partially blocked there, and actually was one for Mr. Castleberry. Hendricks flings it up to Shipman with 50 seconds left. Shipman down. Shoot shot no good, and the rebound snapped up there by Turner. Off to Claire Houston, up to Gwen. Shot is good. Houston to Houston. Sounds like some kind of 70s detective show, but yeah, I'm dating myself there, folks. Shipman going to bring it down here, puts it up in the lane, won't get it to go. Got her own rebound, takes a dribble, hits it off the underside of the backboard. Number 2 for Mr. Castleberry. As we work to 20 seconds left. Quickly the other way, Deer Wester. Up and in and good, makes it 22-2, John.
Yeah, and the Panthers have just been doing a great job getting out on the break here in this one. We've seen a lot of points come in transition. And again, a lot of that is just getting out and running past these tired West Prairie defenders. We saw the extra 2-point there as Shipman will put up the deep three at the end of the buzzer. Won't fall, and that's how the first half of play will come to an end.
All righty, we'll step aside. This is TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
At Country Financial, we enjoy serving the community in which we live, big or small.
I love living in the Blandonsville area. It's where I grew up, went to school, and decided to raise my family. I never had a desire to live or work anywhere other than in a small town. I feel lucky to help my longtime friends and neighbors with their insurance needs. It's like working with family every day.
I'm Brett Powell, your local Country Financial representative, whose door is always open to work with you.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out. At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Every day, we walk through these doors, not knowing what waits. It's not easy, but we do it every day because our mission is you. Providing you compassionate care and providing you the best possible patient experience. McDonough District Hospital.
Yes, I am ready, John. Here we are at the half here at Southeastern. Again, I want to thank, and folks, if you've enjoyed our broadcasts all throughout the season, I want you to thank these fine people that do this, because it's an expense and it keeps us on the air. And I want you to get in there, thank them, say, hey, thanks for bringing us TSSR Game Time Live. I don't care what school you are, whether you're part of Macomb, Southeastern, I guess we added West Hancock now, A-Town, Bushnell-Prairie City, Macomb, West Prairie. Please say thank you, folks. It means a lot to our sponsors, and I want to personally say thank you to them. It keeps me off the street, which is a nice thing. It keeps me from yelling in the bleachers, which is another good thing. So it's a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun doing it. Thank our fine sponsors, please. And speaking of, M&B Furniture, Bushnell's only furniture store, mainstay in the community, offers free delivery within 40 miles. For quality home furnishing, stop and see the fine folks at M&B Furniture, 41 West Main Street, Bushnell, or find them on Facebook, Instagram, or the web. It is Shipman, Phelps, Bunnell, Hendricks, and Starbuck. No surprise there. There's only 5 of them. Genenbacher with the steal up and in. Well, up and maybe. And now they go to bring it out, and we've got a foul whistled in there. And Coach Harrison saying, hey, or Coach Harris saying, hey, let's make those. And that's one of those things. In a game like this where things are kind of slipping away, you got to make sure you take care of the little details, John.
Yeah, and it's those little details, especially for this West Prairie team that's been struggling up to this point. And I mean, those are the things you have to take away from this game to improve on in the future. So I think they're going to call a travel here. Got the extra step in. Refs caught it.
The Samsonite shuffle, is a good friend of mine used to call it. So Mason Shipman brings it up, and they kind of play a weird 1-2-2. Really, it's a kind of a weird amoeba-like 1-2-2, because you've got one, then a wide 2, then a kind of short 2. I guess I would call it, John.
Yeah, and the Panthers have really been doing a nice job pressuring the ball. And on that last possession, they stacked all of their defenders on what would be our right side of the basket. There was nobody covering the weak side, even though there was the Cyclones player over there. So it's real interesting how they're playing defense, putting a lot of pressure on the Cyclones team.
And the Cyclones got to be aware of it and take advantage. You got to go to the other side. And see, they're doing the same thing now. They're all covering up. Genenbacher with the steal. Phelps giving chase. And Genenbacher slows, stops, and gets it up and in, 24-2. As they'll bring it in here, 5-minute mark of this third quarter play. Mason Shipman brings it down and lobs it down for Hendricks. Actually kind of into traffic. It was knocked away there by Kenzie Griswold. Hendricks saves it under the basket. Turner gets it out of there, and she'll come out of there on the run with it. Sophie Turner now slows, and we'll walk it across the timeline. Deer Wester out there with her. Genenbacher, also Griswold. And Ava Turner. And cutting back and forth here on this 2-3 zone. Watch the movement of Genenbacher. She just actually ran into her teammate. But watch them swing back and forth across here as they take the zone back and forth and trying to get an opening. Now getting it into Griswold. Griswold, kick out Deer Wester, 17-footer, the dreaded long 2. Missed. Rebound put up in there. Griswold had it for a second. Turner on the floor. Phelps takes it away and whips it out to Shipman. Shipman 1-on-3 up the far side, pulls up, 3 on the way. Hard off the backboard. As back will come Turner. Nobody picked her up. Kicked again in Bacher. She's going to drive baseline. And the, what would you call that? A shoulder shiver or the by Abby Starbuck?
Something along those lines. The bump blocking foul, whatever you fancy. Foul nonetheless on Starbuck.
The hello as Deer Wester puts it up, puts it in, and makes it 26-2. The advantage. Inbounds from Starbuck coming into Shipman. And John, I guess I hadn't quite noticed it, but yeah, they're pretty much playing the Cyclones to keep coming to the near side. Shipman weaving back there, needs some help. And they get it down, try to get it to Hendricks. Griswold able to take it away. And Turner recovers it, brings it back the other way. 3:20, clock rolling third quarter as they come to the near side. Ava Turner bounces down for Genenbacher. She'll fake. Go around Shipman. Out to Deer Wester, down in the corner, shot on the way, no good. Griswold had an arm on it, and it's pulled out of there. Deer Wester says, I'll pop it. And that one's going to go over, hit the wire. And we've got a timeout call by Grant Bland, and West Prairie will step aside as well. This is TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
At Country Financial, we enjoy serving the community in which we live, big or small.
I love living in the Blandonsville area. It's where I grew up, went to school, and decided to raise my family. I never had a desire to live or work anywhere other than in a small town. I feel lucky to help my longtime friends and neighbors with their insurance needs. It's like working with family every day.
I'm Brett Powell, your local Country Financial representative, whose door is always open to work with you.
Having slow, unreliable internet just doesn't cut it in today's world. MTC Communications offers lightning-fast, reliable fiber internet, video, camera, and phone systems in the McDonough, Henderson, and Hancock County areas, and is expanding quickly. Visit mtc.crowdfiber.com to check your availability. For all your local news, subscribe to the Community News Brief Weekly Edition, mailed directly to your home every Friday. You can also receive Monday and Wednesday editions by email. All of this for only $42 per year or $38 per year if you're 65 or older. You can also buy copies at select locations, Bushnell, Colchester, and Blandonsville. And I got to send a shout out to young Mr. Wagner doing the camera work. He is doing a fantastic job up there because it's a little different than your and my situation, John, at West Prairie, in that he's way away from where we're at.
Yeah, basically half the length of the gym sitting up there in the stands. Frees out my hands a little bit more, though. Might try to keep some stats in the varsity contest if I can get that figured out down here. But
that'll work.
Definitely appreciate all the good work that Evan does up here for Southeastern. Covers basically all of the boys' games. And he actually told me before the game that this is his first time watching the girls.
Oh, okay. Griswold hanging out with it now, giving it over to Gwen Houston. Mason Shipman a near steal, but will knock it out of bounds. So with 2:22 left to go here in the third quarter, 26-2 the lead for Central Southeastern. Ava Turner down to Deer Wester, 19-footer, no good. Rebound, got it back to her. Ava Turner with it. Down to Houston. Houston throws it right in the hands of Shipman. Shipman now actually keeping her head on a little bit on a swivel there. Good job, a little better job being aware that somebody's coming from behind you, but they did get a tie-up, and it'll go back over to Southeastern, Central Southeastern. I'm going to get hate mail from both sets of fans, aren't I? As Turner brings it to Turner. To Deer Wester down in the corner, bounce up. Ava Turner holding on in again, and Bacher in the lane. She'll fake. Gets around Hendricks. Kicks it out to Deer Wester. Over to Sophie Turner. No good. Griswold snakes down the rebound in the corner. A fake goes right past Starbuck. To Genenbacher. Out to Ava Turner. She'll shoot it. No good. Got her own rebound, though. Wheels it out. Out top there for, it was right, it is Sophie Turner. To Genenbacher. In the lane, shot no good. Rebound fought for, got it out again. Deer Wester on the way. Shot is good. she's getting the long-range shot down, John.
Yeah, we've seen Deer Wester knock down a couple of those deep ones. Not really from the three-point lane, but, just a step inside. Comes after a couple of Panthers misses that they were able to corral for the offensive rebound. Cyclones got to do a better job closing out defensive possessions and boxing out.
Sophie Turner with it now. She'll lead them up the floor with 45 seconds left in the quarter. Ava Turner to Deer Wester. Deer Wester drives lane, shoots the short one. Kenzie Griswold the rebound to Ginnenbacher. Waits, backs it on out of there. Ava Turner holds it, and you see they're just going to work it around here. As Ginnenbacher kicks out. Now Ava Turner going to spot it, shot it, no good, and the rebound. Nice job by Abby Starbuck. The good block out there. As Phelps lobbing that up, trying to get it to Shipman, taken away, turned over. Back it'll come the other way. They'll come down here, kick in the corner. Ginnenbacher holds it. And John thought the same, did I? think there were a little too many feet there. And that'll be the end of the third quarter play, 28-2 in favor of Central Southeastern. We'll take this time out on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
I see acute injuries on the field. I see ankle sprains. I see ACL knee injuries, as well as in the clinic. It's very rewarding to see them from on the field injury to rehab to transition back to their event.
And we are back here, and again, I want to thank some of our fine sponsors. I especially say that a lot, as at least for the girls' side of things, we're getting close to the end of the season. The last week of the regular season is next week, as we'll have games on the 7th and the 9th. Good Hope Gardens, located at 445 East Main Street, Good Hope. Open April through October for all your fresh produce needs. They're preparing for the 2023 season out. Grover and Mary Jo DeCounter and family invite you to Good Hope Gardens. Come see where it's grown. Shipman loses the handle on it, but gathers it back, but kind of sits down. I don't know that I exactly have words because I'm trying to figure it out myself, folks. Mason kind of sat down. I don't know if she got whacked in the face or something, but sat down there. And now Ginnenbacher steals the inbounds and running up, laying it up and in. Laying it. Trying to get it up and in for the second time. Can't get it to go. And now Turner will bring it out of there. Ava Turner to Sophie Turner, joined out there by Carly Long. Also Gwen Houston. And they'll throw it away and out of bounds. Ginnenbacher a little bit long. And John, for the Cyclones, this last quarter is really about trying to get some positive momentum. That's the biggest thing they've got to get going.
Yeah, Cyclones obviously having some struggles scoring the ball. You'd like to see them get on the board a little bit more here in the fourth quarter and look to build towards the next game.
Sophie Turner dribbles up, gives Dave a pass down on the near side to Gwen Houston. She'll dribble, bounce in the lane, Ginnenbacher. Down for Long, she'll shoot, shot, won't go. And Allie Bennell down at the rebound. We have a reach-in foul on Turner. And now Abby Starbuck will bring it inbounds. Throws it into Taylor Phelps. Taylor Phelps will bring it up here now as we go under 5 minutes left to go in the ball game. Out to Shipman. She'll give a look. Get a pick from Phelps. Shoot the shot. That one turned her shoulders a little bit too far. Allie Bennell doing a nice job of getting a hold of that one. As now they'll bring it in bounds again as Starbuck trying to bring it in here. Into Hendricks. Hendricks squares herself up, missed that though, and then commits the foul on Ginnenbacher. She got out of there and just tried to get herself a little bit square, just couldn't get it kind of squared in there. And John, I think you had something you wanted to say.
I was just going to give a quick shout out to Pastor Tom Spain, who's in the chat saying, "Way to go, Panthers." I know Tom is a longtime viewer of most of the sports here at Southeastern, so we'd like to thank you for your support and leaving a chat in the live comments.
And happy to hear from him as well, a longtime listener back in the day. I'll say hello, Tom. Genenbacher looks to bring it inbounds, has Long for a minute under the basket. Kick out to Houston. Houston bounces off. Long gets it. Shot partially blocked. Genenbacher another rebound. He drives the baseline. Looks to go straight up. And Hendricks able to tie her up. And it will be Central Southeastern basketball. Genenbacher's had a lot of rebounds in there. We're going to trigger it in, and it comes to Turner. She shoots it. That one definitely affected by Hendricks. Out to Houston. She'll shoot it. Won't get it to go. Bunnell the rebound. And Allie Bunnell will take off up the court. She threw it. I don't know that Hendricks was paying attention. As Genenbacher spots, comes down to Sophie Turner, who traveled with it. Just that extra step on the pass. You got to trust yourself to make the pass, not have to make that extra step to get it through there.
Yeah, got to try to do that all in one fluid motion down low. It was a nice pass to spot her cutting along the baseline, but as you mentioned, just got to get that right in motion and make that pass.
And Genenbacher up with it again. This time slows up, puts the layup up and in. That has been an adventure so far in the ball game as we tick down to 3:45 and rolling here in the fourth quarter. 30-2 lead here for Central Southeastern. They bring it in the lane to Bunnell. Turn, shoot, shot, no good. Rebound down by Houston. Finds a streaking Genenbacher. Puts it up, cannot get it to go. And as evidenced before, it has been, layups have been an adventure. But I give Coach Harrison and Coach Long, and I know I've known Coach Long for a long time, and playing all his girls, playing a lot of girls that maybe don't get some playing time and getting them some experience here, because West Prairie has been a struggle for them this season. So I got to applaud those guys for doing that as well. Sophie Turner will bring it up and across the timeline, down the far side, kick out to Gwen Houston. She'll dribble in the lane. A little extra bounce, Ava Turner. Nice pass to Deer Western, near side, a little long. And the rebound bounces to Sophie Turner in the corner. Into Griswold, bounce out to Ava Turner. Passes up to Houston. Houston down on the near side. Baseline shot. Deer Western hits the front of the rim. Houston tries to get it out there and can't. And out to Phelps. Tried to get it to Shipman, and not sure that wasn't an over and back, but anywho, Ava Turner bouncing over to Gwen Houston. Houston in the lane, kick out, down for Sophie Turner. Shot is up, no good. Starbuck the rebound. Out to Taylor Phelps, and Phelps takes off up the floor with it. Up the far side, she'll pull up. In the lane for Bunnell. Allie Bunnell puts it up. Had to turn and square a little bit. Good shot off the backboard, though. And they roll back here the other way. Sophie Turner, kick out for Ava Turner. Wheeling around top. I just saw mention, located in the heart of Walnut Grove and in business since 1974, Ryden Farm Supply can meet all your needs for LP, seed, fertilizer, and farm chemicals. Their LP service unmatched in the area. Customer service, one of their specialties. Call them today, 309-772-3121. Walking on the way with it. Shipman walking it up here as we tick under 2 minutes. Holds it, kicks it to Hendricks. Hendricks tried to throw it to Bunnell, and John, that's throwing the 6'5" pass to the 5'5" post player.
Yeah, a little bit off on that pass there, but that's the right idea, and that's the type of motion that the Cyclones have to run through. Just get Hendricks in that high post. She turned, tried to get it down low for Bunnell, who had some good positioning, but again, the pass just a little bit off.
Deer Wester shoots a three, no good. Starbuck snaps up the rebound. Out it comes to Taylor Phelps. She'll lead the charge up the court for the Cyclones. Lobs it out to Shipman. Shipman three on the way, and it is no good. Back the other way. And now Sophie Turner to Gwen Houston. Kicks out to Ava Turner. Out for Deer Wester. Her shot is no good. And the rebound pulled down by Kenzie Griswold. And that kicks it out for Deer Wester again. She'll toe the three again. No good. Another rebound, and Turner goes to shoot it. Starbuck gives the get out of here foul. And we'll have Sophie Turner up to the free throw line. Macomb's original local sports bar is the Sports Corner at 124 with a focus on local sports. Catch WIU games and all the TSSR Game Time live events while enjoying your favorite cold drink and some of the best food in West Central Illinois. The Sports Corner at 124. Stop in and say hi at 124 North Randolph Street in Macomb. And Starbuck has actually fouled out, and I believe they're going to give a technical.
That's what it appears that they're doing. Looks like only one free throw on that one, and I'm guessing that the Panthers will get the ball back as well.
Turner, free throw on the way. It is no good. And the rebound, Allie Bennell, she'll bring it up with 50 seconds left. And I think they're just, and I applaud them letting them leave Starbuck in the game. Lob is up. Ava Turner knocks it out of bounds. 31-2 the lead here. Or as my coach, or I've said before, a lot to not enough. Hendricks with it. Spots the shot. Won't get it to go. Rebound, Taylor Phelps had it. Sophie Turner taken away, but fell down. Actually, it's going to stay tipped off of the Cyclones. As they'll bring it in here. Sophie Turner across the timeline, looking down for Gwen Houston. Wheels it across. Ava Turner just kind of guides it to Deer Wester. In the lane to Griswold. She'll turn. Gwen out to Deer Wester, and that one I think was a long two as she got her feet on the line. And as time ticks down here, 13 seconds left to go in the ball game. 33-2 will be the final score. The Central Southeastern Panthers looking good. Some of the young ladies doing some good things here in this game, and that'll be the final score. 33-2 is our score. Last thoughts, John, before we adjourn to the varsity side?
Not really. The both teams came out here ready to play tonight. Again, the Cyclones playing with limited numbers. I think that really affected it more towards down the stretch. And again, having some trouble getting JV games in this season. A lot of these girls not as much experience as you would like. But the Panthers just came in here and took care of business.
Yeah, they did. We'll adjourn. We'll stop off on this stream, and we'll adjourn over to the varsity side of things. We'll do that in just a couple of minutes, as this is TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH.